This video is another combination that I'm trying with the RCF TT515. And I've told you in past videos, if you've seen it, it's a very expensive speaker. I'm talking about the speaker on the left, the small, thin one. It is $1,800, very pricey, and you need a pole adapter if you want to keep it off the floor. If you want to put it up on a pole, that's another $100. So let's call it $1,900. So to balance things out, I'm matching it up with some bargain pieces. On the far right, we have the PA, the bargain of the PA world, and that is the Yamaha DBR10, and that is $400. It's incredible performance for that price. It's AC only, it does not have Bluetooth. It needs to be played through a mixer to get its best performance. And believe it or not, that $400 speaker keeps up with the $1,900 speaker as far as max output, which is 127 dB. Keeps right up with it. And another unbelievable fact is it actually adds something to the RCF. The RCF has incredible clean high end. As a matter of fact, it's the cleanest speaker I have. It will outperform QSC speakers that I have. It will outperform any of the JBL I have, the EV. It's just the next step up in clarity. And that's why I kept it. And even though it has that crazy price range, it's just, and of course it's so super portable, and the form factor is nice looking. But I really kept it for the performance. It has performance that no other speaker can match. So, matching it up with a second RCF TT515, I tried it actually, and I thought to myself, is that worth another $1,900? And the answer was no. It added a little, of course, right and left stereo, but it didn't. I didn't hear the value. I didn't keep it. So this combination, believe it or not, adding this $400 Yamaha DBR10, it adds mid-range. Because it has a 10-inch speaker. It adds mid-range that the RCF lacks. So this combination is better than all my other speakers that I match it up with the RCF TT515, except for Bose. But Bose is a, when you're thinking of your smallest column array, it's $1,300 for the Pro 8. So I didn't want to go that route. I don't even have the Pro 8. But for $400, this is an incredible combination. In the middle, I'm using a budget subwoofer because not everybody wants to spend $900 for the Bose Sub 1, which I consider my most portable and smallest sub. But $900 is still quite an expense. So here is a KRK sub. It's a studio sub, and it's actually a model that isn't made anymore. So if you want to get this particular KRK 10, it's available. It looks a little different form factor. It's more of a rectangular shape, but it's still the same yellow cone, and it's $490. So that price range is quite a bit different than the Bose Sub 1. Of course, the Bose Sub 1 will play that much louder. Bose Sub 1 will go up to 124 dB, and the KRK, I believe, is about 117 or maybe 120 max. And the KRK, since it's a studio sub, goes down to 27 hertz compared to the punch of a live sound Sub 1, which goes down to 40. A little different, but this KRK is very impressive for the price. So that's it. Kind of an unusual setup. I don't expect many people to go out and run out and get this. It's kind of crazy. You got this very expensive $1,900 speaker, and then you have a budget subwoofer, which isn't a live sound subwoofer. I would not use this in a live sound situation. It's just not loud enough. And it doesn't have handles. It's not so heavy. It's 37 pounds, but it's without the handles, it makes it very awkward to carry. And the Yamaha DBR10 is an incredible value. Anybody out there looking for a speaker and you just can't handle the QSC price of the CP8, this is $100 less at $400, and in some ways it sounds better than the CP8. It just is loud, almost just as loud. The CP8 is maybe 1 or 2 dB louder, but this Yamaha really performs for the price. Can't recommend it enough. And to boot, it has a 7-year warranty. The RCF speaker, you're gonna have your typical 3-year warranty, but Yamaha is number one, beats out QSC, which has 6 years. The Yamaha has 7-year warranty. JBL does match it, they also have 7 years. Okay, so I'm gonna play a little track for you. I'm using a Behringer mixer here. Again, this mixer is not made anymore. They have something similar. It's about $200 now. I'm playing it off an external power source, a Buden's, 150 watts, running the mixer. And on the speakers themselves, they're also running on an external power source, and that is the EcoFlow Pro. And it's running all 3 pieces, the subwoofer and the 2 speakers. Also, the subwoofer, you're able to disengage or mute the subwoofer with a foot switch. So I'll be using that. That's a nice little feature that Pro studio subs have that Pro live subs don't have, unfortunately. So here we go, a little sound test. I'm gonna play the same track 3 times. The first run through will be only the RCF TT515 on. And I'm playing in the home here. It's nowhere near its max volume. RCF recommends you put the gain on maximum. I have it at about 3 o'clock. So it has all kinds of gain that I'm not gonna use in the home. And people have told me that RCF is a type of live professional speaker that is meant to be played at a good distance. And I'm playing, as you can see, pretty close. But let's hear how it sounds. First sound test is just the RCF playing. The subwoofer will not be engaged and the Yamaha will be off. Next sound demo will be the RCF TT515 on again, but this time I'm going to be adding the subwoofer. The Yamaha will not be on. And the subwoofer, I'm going to engage the foot switch. I'm going to use my hand, and you're going to hear how it sounds with the subwoofer when it comes on and when it's muted. Hope you hear the difference. You should. Sound demo will have the RCF TT515 on, the KRK sub will be on, and now I'm going to be adding that budget $400 speaker to a $1,900 speaker, and it adds an incredible amount of fullness. Anytime you add a speaker left and right, it really makes a great difference than mono speaker, even though most live bands play with a mono, one speaker. But if you are playing any kind of tracks, now I want to highlight that this is not a stereo setup. They're both, the RCF and the Yamaha are both playing mono, but it's giving the illusion of stereo because I have that right-left spread and it really makes a difference. And then I want to highlight how the Yamaha, again, at that low price, keeps up with the $1,900 speaker and adds so much. Okay, so this last track, everything is on. So there you have it. Very impressive sound. I don't know if you can hear that quality through the YouTube. But I told other people that I'm using an iPhone to record. I don't have expensive microphones and I'm not planning on investing in that. So this setup is kind of strange, matching up budget pieces, budget mixer, Behringer for only $200, budget speaker, the Yamaha DBR10, which for $400 it's $100 less than the the cheapest speaker I can think of, which is the QSC CP8. Of course, it is not a battery speaker. It is not Bluetooth. It's great for playing tracks or small DJ situations. Budget studio sub, $480. That really kicks compared to maybe something like the next step up, which was you have to spend $900 for the Bose Sub 1. And then of course you have this very expensive speaker, the RCF, which not many people are going to run out and buy at that price. And I particularly, I don't recommend it at that price. If you've watched the other videos, I recommend larger speakers that are louder and will save you hundreds of dollars. But you're not going to get anything this small and this form factor. So that's what you're paying for. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this short video. It's a great setup. I've tested other speakers matching up with the RCF TT515. I've matched up the Bose S1 Pro, my eVerse 8, QSC CP8 I mentioned, bunch of other speakers, and the Yamaha matches up the best. This is my best pairing so far, unless you want to go to something like the Bose column systems, which will cost over $1,300. And the reason I mentioned Bose is because it has a similar nice smooth mid-range, just like the Yamaha. When I play the Yamaha with my Bose Pro 32, believe it or not, that $400 speaker has a very similar sound signature. Of course, it can't play anywhere near the volume of the more expensive Bose. Okay, hope you enjoyed this one. Check out the next one. This is Bill. Later.